Army West Point Saturday, and then Hofstra followed up on Sunday afternoon. So real important dual meet. Army returns 8 national qualifiers out of their 10 guys, and then we'll get on to Hofstra, and then hopefully we can get home Sunday night and get ready to roll for finals week.
Now that you're almost exactly at the 1 month mark into the season, kind of where do you feel like you've seen the most growth from this team, and where do you still need to see that growth?
Yeah, that's a great question. We addressed that today. I felt like we've been getting better with every match, but we still haven't wrestled even close to where we can, where I feel like our guys can compete. We've had a lot of growth with some of our young guys, which is good. Wyatt Ingham at 197 pounds has shown a lot of growth, and even so much with Braxton at heavyweight. We had no idea what to expect him at heavyweight. He's been doing an amazing job, and then we've our guys that can still keep getting a little better. 125. Nicolar can keep improving and improving, and he's doing great. So we got a long way to go, I feel, still, till we wrestle our complete best, and that's kind of where we need to be a month into the season.
Kind of building off that question, did you expect that tough of a duel against Bucknell, and where do you think you saw the most areas for growth against that?
We did. We knew going into it, they were favored in 5 matches, and we were favored in 5 matches. So we knew bonus points could win the dual meet. Obviously, we actually, I felt, 184 pounds, we gave them the match. We're up by 3 points with 20 seconds left, and we're on our feet. So that would have been big. And then I felt at 197 with Wyatt Ingham, that was a very, very winnable match. I felt like we should have won. So you couple that with, even at 141, we were really big time underdogs. We were in that match with a chance to win. So we knew it would be tight, and we knew it was, could come down to bonus points, and it did come down to bonus points. So they're a scrappy team. They lost to Oklahoma really close. They've lost to Virginia Tech very close, both top 15 teams. So we knew it, and that's why we scheduled them. A tough team from out east that really showed a lot of our weaknesses and where we can find a lot of area of growth. Luke Condon's going to grow here in a minute at 174. He's going through a little bit of a rut right now, but he's actually a very, very good wrestler. And when he gets on track, it's going to make our team a lot better. It's going to make him a lot better. And again, getting off the bottom is key for us. Keep wrestling hard. And doing the right things fundamentally, and our team's it's gonna be just fine.
Say, Chris, I know you got the trip out east this weekend, but then it looks like you have a little bit of a break until mid-December. But I know these are still student athletes, regards to academics, finals. Just as a coach and what you've learned here, and just the scheduling, how is it balancing any type of finals or final projects with the rigors of being a wrestler at the Big Ten level?
Yeah, it's it's difficult, but this place, right? The university does an awesome job with the support. So we're on the road. We've got tutors with us if we need them. We've got things like that, but they do a great job of we recruit the kids that can handle the Big Ten rigor of wrestling and the Big Ten rigor of their academics. So we've got really great kids, which is great. But the kids that need a little extra help, the university has all the resources in the world for these guys when we do travel. And again, when you look at our schedule, we're not missing more than 3 days of class a semester. So they do a good job of that. As far as our break, it's exactly what you're talking about. We're going to go on the East Coast. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. Then we come back. We have a break because of finals week. We give them that week to study. Then they have the week of finals week. And then we'll compete at the end of finals week right before we, give them a chance to go home. Actually, finals week and the week before, these guys will get better. We have a lot of time to train. They're studying for one test a day, 2 tests a day. There'll be days where they have nothing to do, and we'll get some extra training days in on those days. But it's going to be a great, 3 weeks here before we give them another break, and we've got 5 dual meets here in the next 3 weeks. So we're 3 of them are at home. So we're excited. This is a great time of year.
You talk about those breaks. How do you as a coach and as an entire staff balance when is the right time to give them those breaks and keep the wrestlers fresh while still improving during an absolute grind of a season so they're wrestling their best in the Big Ten season and then in the postseason?
Well, we've been at it a long time, right? And we've done this by trial and error. But every team is different. Each year, like last year, we gave the guys off, I think, 12 days over Christmas break. We brought them back, and we got shut out our next dual meet. So we're not doing that again. You know what I mean? But you do try to keep them fresh. as much as you can, because once you hit January, it's a sprint. There is no time when you're wrestling Friday, Sunday through January and February, then the Big Ten tournaments right after it. So now we can take our breaks when we can, study for school, get through this first semester, hopefully healthy, hopefully injury free, and then bring them back and where they're super fresh and ready to go. We've done a great job of our practice schedule, of our scheduling with when we're wrestling, when we're not wrestling, based with the academic side of things. So our guys right now, I'm super happy with how fresh they are. I mean, you brought these guys back, after giving them 4 days off for Thanksgiving. Man, I thought it was. I thought we gave them 2 months off. They were back in there happy and laughing and getting ready to roll and can't wait for this road trip. So, mission accomplished, and we'll see if it, how we compete this weekend. If we give them another 4 days off next year, or we schedule a match during Thanksgiving and keep them here. But I always like to let these guys go home and be with family. Our sport is every holiday is during our season. And it's like anybody else's. Everybody wants to be with their families. I'm always with my family regardless, so it's nice to get these guys home to see their families and come back rejuvenated.
What unique challenges do Army and Hofstra present, and especially having those, on back-to-back days?
Yeah, so we do this on purpose. The NCAA tournament, the Big Ten tournament, you're making weight. The Big Ten tournament 2 days in a row, on the road. You're not at home. And so the challenge is Army. Army is great. Army's got 8 national qualifiers. You're going into West Point, which is an awesome place, awesome campus. Their environment's amazing. All their student athletes are there. They're cheering. They're standing up. They're on top of you. So it's an awesome place to wrestle. It's a hard place to wrestle. And then, we're wrestling them at 7 o'clock at night. We got to wrestle again the next day at 2 o'clock. So after the match, get done, put your sweats on, get your weight back down, get back to the hotel, wake up the next morning, drive to Hofstra, make weight, and get ready to scrap again, and then get on a plane and come home. It's designed. This is what the NCAA tournament's about. This is what the Big Ten tournament's about. We want them to get an experience making weight back-to-back days, wrestling 2 really tough teams, and being able to win. That's what we learn, how to win on the road. You don't win national championships and Big Ten titles at home. You win them on the road.
So, Chris, on that type of strategy that you're trying to play, like how far in advance are you planning that out? Is it just kind of the following, the year before, or whatnot? What's the process of scheduling something like that? And just how, as a coach throughout your time as a veteran coach, when did you start realizing you needed to set the scheduling up like that to help mimic for what could be ahead?
Right. We've always, our eyes are always at the end of the year, right? Even though dual meets matter, we want dual meets to be very, very important. In our sport, the Big Ten tournament, the national tournament, is really how you're evaluated forever. So we want to be at our best at those times. And so it's always about how can you make weight 2 days in March, win a Big Ten title? How can you wrestle 3 days in a row at the national championship and be at your best? So every year I try to schedule something where we're mimicking the Big Ten tournament. And this year it just happened to be out at Army. And this happened, we always schedule throughout. It's always a year before. Like next year I have no idea what we're doing yet. But it's always a year before. Obviously, Army will come back. We always do home and home and stuff like that. But, you have buddies around the country that want to schedule you. And also, when people think you're down, they'll jump on you and try to schedule you, right? Obviously, we weren't real strong last year, so everybody was trying to really schedule us, and they didn't think we'd be any good this year. And everybody's trying to schedule us, so I said yes to everything. And let's go out to the East Coast and in a hostile environment and show what we've got. And then it's also, right, you try to do good by your guys. And this is a heck of an experience going to a, military academy out there, which is beautiful. Let these guys see what the real world's all about, and let our guys experience something pretty cool. But we're going in there with the mindset to try to win all 10 matches and then get back on a plane and come home.
Are there any particular matchups against Army or Hofstra that you're particularly excited for?
I'm excited for all of them, right? But just for the fact that I want to see our guys, I want to see improvements out of our team. But again, 197 pounds, we're wrestling a ranked guy. 165 pounds, we're wrestling a ranked guy. And those are 2 of our guys that are capable. They're very capable, but they're kind of up and down right now. Heavyweight, right? We've got a guy ranked ahead of us. Right, I feel Braxton, is on track, but he's ranked ahead of us. 125 pounds, we've got a highly ranked guy. He's beaten us before, so we're excited. 141, they got a pretty high ranked guy. Our guy's a freshman, ready for that breakthrough. So each guy has a story that I'm interested in. in that dual meet. Hofstra, right? Hofstra, we're going in there to not too many matchups that we're really, we're going to go in there and try to win all 10 weight classes just like we're doing the night before. But we're focused on Army first. When Army's over, we'll reevaluate and get ready. We're bringing 15 guys on the trip. Maybe we'll get some guys some other matches, some experience. But right now we're focused on Army and going out there and beating all the ranked guys. Good. All right. Thank you guys.